are
That's
the
better.
kids who fly. But incorrectly, grammatically on our title, it's Kids That Fly. And I've gotten a lot of comments from that, actually.
How so?
Everyone, I've got a couple people correct me, like, it's Kids Who Fly, right? And I'm like, actually, I didn't when we came up with it. But thank you for pointing that out. And it's just, at this point, it's too late to change it, And it doesn't flow as well, KTF, KWF. That's not, KWF sounds like a news station in like Ohio.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So we'll stick with the KTF.
Yeah, this is KWF YFM.
Reporting live from Cleveland, Ohio. Breaking news: Kids That Flies, new single, Look in Your Eyes, out on all platforms.
Good transition.
That is a great transition. Oh my gosh. And speaking of that transition, you guys actually have a new song out. Let's hear about it. Let's talk about what is. Oh my gosh, I spaced on the name and I'm looking directly at it. My screen is literally just the lyric video right now. And it's right there, big and bold words. And for some reason my mind was like, nope. Can't even see
it. Too many gin and tonics, I guess. It's whatever,
Exactly. Oh gosh,
yeah.
That does sound good. Look in Your Eyes. What's the song about?
Yeah, so it actually started on, I wrote it probably about a year and a half ago, or at least the template for it, the whole bass line. I wrote it on the piano when I was learning about just how, really just the key of F sharp major on the piano. It's all like the black keys, so it's super easy to kind of like fake playing whatever you're doing. You just kind of just hit all the black keys and it all sounds like a really cool harmony. So I was just, kind of messing around on that. And I came up with the melody. I put another chord progression, I kind of put a bass line behind it. And after sitting on it for a while and kind of brainstorming, I think I tried to track it with our producer a while ago at like a much slower tempo, a little more like drawn out. And then eventually we were just kind of actually my mom came up to me and was like, "It's really good, but you got to make it faster, like people like the high energy stuff." So I was like, "All right, fine." And then we amped it up. I showed it to the rest of the guys. We put Blake on the synth for it, put some really cool, up-tempo rock drums, some big guitars, and it just kind of turned into what it is now. So yeah, it was cool. We kind of, experimented with a little more like synthesizer stuff. We've been kind of working with that a little more, which is super interesting. That's not my forte. That's mostly Blake and Ryan. They're the synthesizer production boys in the squad. So they've been, kind of doing all that stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of, it's been a very long process, but in terms of actually putting the song together as it is now, it was kind of the last couple of months, we just sort of threw it all together.
And it's a fantastic song. And you mentioned briefly on that. So when it comes to you writing the songs, how much do you rely on your mother's opinion of it?
Probably more than I should, if I have to say. But no, she used to study dance at Roger Williams way back in the day. And she used to teach it, she used to teach in New York City, did a lot of dance classes and stuff like that. And she was actually featured in, if you guys know Flock of Seagulls, I know Ryan definitely is a huge Flock of Seagulls guy, but so they did some like TV, like performance of Iran, which is like their big single, and she was featured in it. So she got to be a background dancer there. So she, she's got experience in, at least with music and stuff, nothing technical with real music, but she's, I've always, shown her stuff and she's had a great opinion on whatever. And it's helped guide, some of the songs, which is nice. It's always good to have ears outside of the band to kind of give an unedited, honest opinion about stuff.
Well, I mean, technically she does have a lot of technique behind her. I've done 7 years of dance, choreographed music for schools and whatnot, so I can definitely understand in terms of 8 counts and repetition and involving of playing with the song. So to hear that there's dance influence in there, it's really cool to hear.
No, I think it is. It's all part of the same, universe of stuff. Yeah. So I think, she definitely has a good opinion on everything, which is nice.
So now with the mixture of with the writing process and then adding in synths, which is something that's not your forte, but it's everybody else. So how did that kind of go and play together? Like, how did you guys kind of like brainstorm it up?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of it was our, our producer is is a super cool guy. He's in Trumbull, Connecticut. We go to his house a lot, and he's got like loads. He just got racks of like synthesizer here, synthesizer there, like another keyboard here. So I usually just put my two synth boys in front of the keys, and they just kind of twist the knobs and hit the buttons, and next thing you know, we got a cool sound to put on a track. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's this EP in general that's coming out soon is a lot more of a a team effort in terms of like sounds and songwriting. So it's been cool for all of us to kind of put in our 2 cents and develop tracks in kind of a new way, which is a lot of fun.
All right, you got the lyric video out for Look Me in Your Eyes. Is there a possibility of a music video coming out for this one?
We'll see. I mean, a lot of our kind of like music videos and stuff have been kind of on the fly. If we come up with an idea, we really want to ride with it. We've been fortunate to have a lot of the people who've done the last couple of music and lyric videos went to UConn with us, and they're super talented. They just they know their way around the camera. They're great with editing, so they've helped with a lot of that. But yeah, I know we'll see. I mean, right now we're trying to put a lot of our time towards recording and writing new music, and also we've got shows lined up throughout the end of the summer and fall. Yeah, I mean, now that we're all here, anybody have an idea for the music video? Because we can start brainstorming right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think at least we're gonna try and get a music video out for one of the new songs on the EP. But it's good that we had like the lyric or the it's like a visual video for this one. Just like so people could watch something at least on YouTube or the Spotify visual. But I don't have any ideas for this. Probably something within the lyrics, but
anybody else?
No idea.
Last call. Nothing from Blake. No.
Yeah, not at the moment. I'd have to think about it a bit more. But
all right. Well, if anything comes up, toss it in the group chat for sure, and we'll get right.
It.
But yeah, no, we do have the visuals out, like Braden said, which is another friend from UConn, Antonio Ariola, did the graphics, and he's helping us do some graphics for the other songs as well. So. We'll see. I think nowadays with the music business, as long as there's some kind of cool, like visual kind of like, story arc and theme to everything, I think it really helps people kind of latch onto the music a little more and helps it spread a little, faster, which is cool.
So I guess with also that in mind, so how are you guys in terms of social media? Are you guys crazy on TikTok or on, I don't know, gosh, I'm
TikTok,
always on TikTok. I'm just primarily on TikTok at this moment. Instagram's kind of dead at the moment.
TikTok, we kind of don't. I mean, it's not like we don't like it. It's just, we like to not be known as a TikTok band, We'd like to be organically grown.
You got to tread the line, I think.
Yeah, like we post, and like recently with Look in Your Eyes, I've been trying to post like at least like once a week on TikTok. But I don't know, we kind of like just keeping our music, discovered, like having people discover us through music and through streaming platforms rather than TikTok. But I mean, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll make like stupid fun videos on TikTok and post them. But yeah, we prefer the traditional way. But in terms of Facebook, Instagram, we post on those all the time for releases and shows.
All right. I like the idea that you guys are going through the more organic route. It's kind of the best case example would be Glass Animals. Took way too long before they finally have a song that hit the radio waves that are like, gosh, heat waves just
going
insane.
Through the air somehow.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
And actually I kind of like relate your guys' music a lot to Glass Animals as well as Hippocampus. So it was very exciting to like listen to your music and get that kind of reference both from that.
I know Braden will be happy about that. He's a huge Hippocampus fan.
Me too.
You are?
Me and Blake.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Both Blake and I, we both got into them. Blake actually showed me them like our freshman year of college, like when we first met, and then we both seen them twice, and we're big fans of them.
Gosh, with that in mind, I have conversation cards that are very from meaningful to downright weird. You guys ready?
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Hell to the frick yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we'll go off with a soft one for sure. What is the craziest thing you've done with a stranger?
I've got a funny story, which is this is more something that a stranger did to me.
Okay, that'll work.
But I was hanging out it was in New York City in the financial district. One of my friends had like an apartment party down there, and we were all leaving at that point. We were all waiting for an Uber outside the apartment building, and I had just that week I was talking on the phone with who is now is a really cool dude we know in Newport, who owns a bunch of bars and like Airbnbs around the Newport area. Super cool guy, but he has a very thick Irish accent. And I'm a little Irish as well. So I was like, as soon as I was on the phone with him, I was like, this guy's awesome. I love his energy. This is hilarious. So the rest of the week, I was kind of like, talking an Irish accent, being all funny. And I was chatting with my friend outside the building in an Irish accent. We were just clowning around. And some guy walks down the street and he comes up and he's like, oh, are you from Northern Ireland? And immediately I'm like, all right, I got to cut the act, And I immediately I was like, yeah, man, I'm not from Northern Ireland. Like I'm a little Irish, but I was just kidding. And he was not happy about it. He came up and he was like, don't you ever do that again. I'm a fireman. I work down the road. Don't ever do. And he was like, he grabbed my shirt and had me like up against like the scaffolding under the building. He's like, don't do it. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. That's my bad. But it was definitely a very, interesting, passionate interaction I had with the stranger.
Over an accent?
Yeah, I guess the accent was good. It had to be because it fooled him. He thought I was, one of his brethren from Northern Ireland. But yeah, but I wasn't, and he was not happy about it.
Well,
but we all got out unscathed. We all laugh about it now.
I would say next time you do that, you pick an area, at least know the geography of the area and find one random city so you could be like, yeah, Belfast, that place.
I could have stuck with, I'm from Belfast. Where are you
own
from?
up to it.
Yeah.
I feel like Ryan would have a fun story with a stranger. Like weird things happen to you. So.
Way too many weird things, but I don't know what I can say and what I can't say.
Yeah.
Actually, no. There's one. When I was probably 19 or 20, so a few years ago now, I was in New York City for a day trip, and I went to this record store in Greenwich Village, which is no longer open, called Rebel Records. And I got into a full-blown altercation with one of the guys in there about Lennon versus McCartney.
Oh no.
And it was like a shouting match. Went outside into the street. We were arguing. They told us to go outside because we were too loud. And, it was a lot of like, well, happiness is a warm gun is better than hello, goodbye. And it's like, yeah, but golden slumbers is better than, hey, bulldog, that kind of thing.
Wow.
I'm such a music nerd. So like that, I expected nothing less from myself, but I felt kind of bad for the people that were in that store that were just trying to buy like,
no, that would have been so funny
Dua Lipa records
from a different perspective.
Yeah.
I'm over here just trying to buy the Minion movie.
Yeah. I'm just here trying to buy a fine line for my girlfriend. I don't want to hear about this Lennon McCartney who.
Gosh, if you had started that fight out and in the middle of a bar, no, not even at the bar, just at a club waiting in line, they would already assume that you're in your 40s. Be like, yeah,
they would.
They're good.
On the back of the line.
They would also assume that I'm a head case. They probably wouldn't have let me in. They would have assumed that I was a head case. They would have been like, this guy's bad news. And he's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Get him out. Out of the line. Find another bar, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's funny.
That is good. That's really good. All right. This one is the most inappropriate movie to make a porno of.
The Minions movie.
The Minions movie.
That is a good one. Minion. Oh, the most inappropriate one.
Or what's that?
Private Ryan.
No, that could be good actually.
Actually, I think
it is Saving Ryan's Privates. Just already.
Zootopia.
Zootopia would be twisted.
Zootopia would be good.
Toy Story.
Oh.
Double entendre.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Toy Story is already one.
A lot of converging storylines
I have
there.
no clue.
Yeah. Yeah, anything by Pixar, Disney would just be twisted to some extent. Zootopia, I think, might take the cake for the worst possible one.
I mean, I don't know. Minions is right up there. Minions is right up there. So
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I feel like something already exists in that vein.
Yeah.
And
definitely
I
does.
really don't want to know
It has
about
to.
it if it
It's on
does,
the
but
deep corners of the internet. It's
No,
definitely
it
out
was-
there.
If it was Saving
deep
Private
dark
Ryan,
corners of Reddit. But
Save-
if it was
Saving Ryan
Saving Private
Roberts.
Ryan, D-Day would have a whole other meaning.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
Cut that out. We're cutting that one out. We're cutting
I
that
kinda
one
wanna
out.
keep that one.
I feel like
All right.
there's been some fucked up shit made about Stuart Little.
Oh yeah.
Imagine
Oh,
that.
no.
Bro.
I
Let's
hope
do a
that's
little-
not out there somewhere. I really hope that's not out
I
there.
guarantee you it is.
It's out
Rule
there, it's
34,
out
man.
there.
Yeah.
It probably is.
And it's probably an illustration as opposed to like video.
You're one of those.
34.
Nobody Google
Yep.
Yeah,
Blake,
no,
I saw-
no.
Nobody
Ryan
did.
made out.
it.
Here, it's like Jeopardy category that you can get 100% correct, no matter how many people there think they know it.
Ooh.
That's good.
What is your category of expertise?
Binky
Mine.
Barnes lore.
What?
Who?
Binky Barnes from Arthur.
From Arthur.
Interesting.
Oh, explain.
Like the TV show?
Yeah.
Is he the
No, what-
bunny?
He's-
No. Binky is the big looking dude with like the weird ears.
That's
Yeah, I
kind
know
of
that
the
is.
bully,
Kinda looks
right?
like a bear. Yeah, well,
I mean, he's kind of bullyish, but I mean,
little.
he does.
I haven't seen the show in years. I'm
I
a
mean,
little
do you
behind
want me
on
to
the-
go down the Binky Barnes iceberg?
No, probably not.
Yeah,
Maybe at a later time, but
yeah.
All right.
There's some interesting storytelling in that show. Let me tell you.
Kids
I do
shows have a
feel-
lot of weird, like, underlying storylines a lot of times, which is kind of concerning.
SpongeBob, you mean? Like
SpongeBob.
Oh,
Oh,
SpongeBob's
yeah.
got some
Oh, yeah.
weird shit. Yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot of
That
jokes
show's
in that
genius.
show
I'm convinced.
yeah, that's a great
that
show.
went over my head when I was a child, and then I watched
Oh,
it
yeah.
on, and I was like, "This is literally comedic genius." Like,
If you watch the first season, there's so many, like, it's such a weird, like, sarcastic, satirical humor.
it is.
It really is smart. And they kind of, like, kidded it out as they went on. But the first season's, like, actually a little dark and twisted. Hilarious.
Mayonnaise an
nonetheless,
instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Tartar sauce.
I used to quote because for some reason Nickelodeon would put the episode is called Rock Bottom.
Oh, when they go to Glove World?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nickelodeon used to play that one on repeat all the time to the point that I used to
Hey,
memorize
is that
it.
that- yeah.
understand you,
Yeah.
You.
man.
Yeah, that
He's
I
got,
find
he's got
myself-
he's got the
That
chocolate
one
bar and the
scared
vending
me.
machine. And
Yeah,
it's,
no,
like,
that
rubbing
one
the
did
ends
for
in
me
them.
too.
Oh
Yeah, it was
my
creepy.
God.
freaked me out. That
I always-
that
It's like Curtis the cowardly dog.
Oh,
like
that
kind of
show
It
was
is.
just sketched out.
Yeah.
Man. I hated that one. Actually scared me.
Yeah, no, me too.
That was terrifying.
yo.
Oh no!
Of course.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Kill it with fire.
That was my favorite show as a little kid. Scared
my
the
gosh.
crap out of me.
That skull stun.
That was actually Ryan's inspiration for writing Trouble. It was Coach Cowardly Dog. He just
That's
sampled
good.
sounds from.
slab or
something
my curse. Yeah.
yeah. So you got Binky Barnes.
Wait, so like a category that like I would know a lot of that could do
Yeah,
well?
yeah. What would
I
be
would,
your
I would say
go-to?
like Lego Star Wars sets, probably.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
As a kid, I was
Ooh.
obsessed.
Nice.
I
would-
knew you
I would
were
do
gonna
well in
say
that.
that.
Yeah.
I was my answer is Star Wars expanded universe knowledge. I watched so many YouTube videos about that when I was a kid, like a concerning amount. So
He
up
still
the same
does.
alley. I still do. And fun fact, no, not really. As much as I'd like to. I haven't even seen the Obi-Wan series yet.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay, buddy. I do too.
That's all right. You know, it's gripping content. What can we say?
So the only person we haven't heard from is Brandon.
I don't know. Probably something to do with cars or, I don't know. I was too busy thinking of one for Blake. I thought Blake was gonna answer. I thought Blake was gonna answer like Tame Impala lore or something like that.
Tame
No,
Impala,
there's some
probably?
people that are like
Did you know
really,
it's
like,
one dude?
Yeah.
There's some fans that are like insane for Tame Impala. Like I thought I was a big
I
fan.
love Tim Impala. I love
Impala.
Tim.
Tim.
great, man.
I love
Send
Chevy Impala.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, probably something to do with cars, I'd say. But to an extent, not like I'm not like, oh, this is how you replace a catalytic converter. But no.
Come on, man, that's easy.
Yeah, you're an
Is it?
engineer.
UConn School of Engineering, baby.
Congrats. What was the last text message you sent?
Do we pull it up?
Well,
Mine was bruh.
Bruh. I
Bruh.
might have been, yeah. Let me, hold on.
Or actually, before that was I'm quitting to manage David Blake Henry photos and guitars. Which is,
Yeah, and then
which
actually
is Blake.
mine was right after that. It was gonna put Guitar Center out of business.
Or bruh.
Bruh. Got some stupid memes in the recents. There's a lot of nothing wildly intelligent though in my recent sent text messages. Just a warning.
my last one was also, do you know where to buy pitched cowbells? Like if I want a
Owen.
cowbell, that's an E. Yeah, that was to Owen.
Of course, he's responding. to
I
God.
knew it. I
Oh,
knew it.
God.
Yeah, and then he goes on a tirade about different cowbells, and yeah, it's great. Love it.
So wait,
Yeah.
is there such thing as pitched cowbells?
Well, yeah, but I guess the thing is, like, sometimes companies make them to pitch, but other ones are just like, find one that
This
sounds
just-
like what you want
this
and
just
pay the
sounds like a
$30
cowbell.
for it. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, that's
But-
good to know.
Yeah. Because you got, yeah, like you got the Don't Fear the Reaper cowbell that's like
Yeah, it's a little
kind
bit
of high pitched. Yeah, and then you got the, the what is it? The
Mississippi Queen one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one that's a little bit lower. So you got the ones that are like really long and the ones that are really short, and the ones that are shorter have a higher pitch and stuff like that. So if you can find one that's like at the sweet spot of like where you want it, and it sounds close to the pitch that you want.
All right.
That's it.
I'm just
Who would
used
have
to-
thought there's so much behind the science of cowbells?
I know. I thought you
Crazy.
just go to a farm, pick up a cowbell, and call it.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's actually
Here.
where I got mine.
Wait, from a farm?
The Yukon from the ice cream. What was the dairy bar at Yukon? All the
Yeah.
cows in the backyard.
I
Wait.
grew it myself.
I grew it myself.
Here. What breed of dog would each player be?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ryan would probably be a Portuguese water dog, just because the amount of like hair. All
I was
over
gonna
it.
say a sheepdog or a Newfoundland for me, because I
Oh, a Newfie. Yeah.
Let me Google that one quick. Hold on. I actually took a class on dog breeds in high school, which
I
was
almost took
absurd. But
Oh, I thought you were talking
What?
about. There's a class
Wait,
at
what?
UConn that's like that.
I took.
Yeah,
you know,
they're
I
an
was part of.
education
I was
system.
part of an. I was part of an agri-science program in high school for 2 years, and one of like a large portion of one of the classes my sophomore year was studying dog breeds and like dog training. I actually got to hang out with and like bathe and walk dogs every Tuesday. It was pretty
That's
awesome.
nuts. I wish.
It was electric, and I have like
Yeah.
a weird unnecessary amount of knowledge about dog breeds now.
Why
And you
did
know
you
what?
say
It's
that for
kind
your
of haunting
Jeopardy
me.
question?
Yeah.
I know, you know what? I didn't. You guys unlocked the
True.
core memory. Well, now that we're talking about dog breeds,
Well, yeah, you pulled out a freaking. I've never heard this dog breed in my entire life. I saw Japanese West Hound water dog. Like what?
a Shiba Inu,
Yeah.
a Portuguese water dog. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that is kind of funky. There's actually a breeder in my hometown, and I used to. Okay, build the story. I used to pump septic tanks with my uncle. That was one of my jobs when I was in high school. And one of the tanks we pumped was at this breeder's house, and he had like 20 Portuguese water dogs that would all just be like running circles
look it
around
up.
us while we were working. It was kind of sick. And they all have like this very like thick curly hair. They're super cool. They're very cool dogs.
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm looking at a
Search.
picture of a Newfoundland right now. That could definitely be you, Ryan. I'm getting, yeah,
Oh, those are cute dogs.
maybe a
Really?
Bernese mountain dog as well. Blake
Bernese are
would
cute.
probably be a Chihuahua, I think.
It just doesn't.
And
Yeah.
I think
Doesn't
at
make
this
any
point,
sense.
I think at this point, Nick, you're just combining like random names together, like to make these dog breeds.
You
Because
put a country,
none of us.
you put another adjective, and then dog, and then that could be any
American fast dog.
breed. American. Oh, I know those actually.
Pretty convincing
Racing
breed.
dogs.
Actually, that
I'm
might
trying
be
to think. Braden
I
would
don't know,
probably
Mr.
be,
Dog Expert. Is that a real thing?
Yeah,
American
it's
Fast
true.
Dog.
No, I can confirm it's definitely not a real dog, but
Damn.
German
so
Shepherd,
close.
Bulldog, a Beagle. Blake might be something like a Beagle.
Yeah,
Or
he might
maybe
be
like
a beagle.
a Labrador Retriever, possibly. You know,
I could see one of those.
Nick is
I'm looking at
definitely
this.
Nick
What's-
is definitely a pit bull.
I'm a pit
The
bull.
amount of,
No, he's like
The
a
amount of
like a
times-
No,
mutt.
I'm a
That and something
Pomeranian,
else.
man.
Mr.
Nah, dude,
Worldwide.
the amount of
Mr.
times
Worldwide.
that I've been around
Go
you
Times Square, take a
when
picture of that with a Kodak.
we've been slightly inebriated and you just like walk around and you're like,
Yeah,
You have a
Oh,
I was
very
actually
good
thinking
dog
about
bark.
that.
It's surprisingly accurate. I won't do
So
it
you're
now.
not
You'll
a
have
boxer?
to come see us on August 5th at the Bowery Ballroom to hear me bark like a pit bull. Actually,
To the crowd.
so I don't know, I'm
That'll
trying
be
to
your
think-
battle cry when you come out.
Yeah.
Oh God, here's
Oh, let the dogs out.
we'll be covering this song a cappella.
Yeah, I've always
Nah,
seen
it's
Braden.
just-
I could see Australian Shepherd for Braden actually.
I'll take
Kind of a
it.
very very pretty dog. You
I'll
know,
take it.
sweet but has some energy to it. You know.
I was gonna say Blake is something that's like reserved, but like when you get it by itself, like super either crazy or smart. when you corner it,
Were you gonna take that from him, Blake? Are you gonna take that?
when you corner this dog, it's gonna
Corner.
start doing algebra or something. That's Blake.
building
Perfect line of defense.
jet propulsion rockets
Yeah.
in my basement on Friday. We were
Yeah.
working on demos, but I turn around and I see him just like assembling a V2 rocket, like with spare parts laying around out of cardboard and water. It's like Whoa.
Blake is that dog from Rick and Morty who has the robot suit and he's walking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Funny.
you, Summer. Thank you, Morty. You have always been nicest to me.
No, Nick is the dog from Up. That Nick is the dog.
Would you-
Doug?
Who, Doug? What's his name?
Yeah,
Doug?
Doug.
Yeah.
Doug's the dog.
So like
Thank
a
you.
I think is he a golden retriever or a lab?
I think he could be a lab, a golden. I think are they close? I don't know the difference between. They look the same to me.
A golden retriever has fluffier
More
fur.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, even I'm an expert on dog breeds, and I didn't know that. Look at that. See?
I grew up with golden retrievers, so
Ah,
Uh,
they're lovely dogs. Maybe an Irish setter. Actually, I'm an Irish setter. Final answer. They have a beautiful beautiful red hair. Just saying, guys.
I'm looking them up.
you sound like such a nerd, dude.
I know. No, I do know. I have a completely concerning and unnecessary amount of knowledge on dog breeds,
Irish Setter is a
but it
good
will
looking
come in
dog.
handy one day. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
you're welcome. Wow, I didn't expect to have this wide open experience of you being a dog expert.
It's my true calling, actually. Once I
Yeah.
finally retire from the band, I'm going to open a dog breeding facility. Not facility, a ranch.
A ranch.
It's going to be
There you go.
free. And they're going to have their own little houses lined up next to each other. And we're going to have parties.
You'll
You
be
guys are
on
on-
like a Discovery Channel or something, like some like
Yeah.
weird like they come to
Michael,
the farm.
jobs. Today we're at
Yeah.
Nick's Meriglio's Dog Ranch in Western Montana.
Let's do this one. What's been the happiest memory this past year, or up to this year, I should say, up to now?
In general, or like as a band?
Might as well just say as a band.
I would say
For me, sorry, Blake, go.
I would say like when we were on tour, because I think it was a really cool like experience of like us just like hanging out and like doing something fun and something we haven't done before. I would say that would be it.
That's a good
That
one.
was
I'd
pretty
say
fun, yeah.
yeah, either on tour, like not even playing, just like even the car ride was like a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Or the first
Listening to Harry Styles' new album together.
Yeah.
Or listening
The
to
release
it.
party.
The first few little head movie. I'd say, or the first New York City show that we played after COVID kind of died down at Bar Electric, that was a good one. Just like in the green room with everyone, and everyone just kind of like a little nervous, and then we just got on stage and we immediately just got into the groove of it. That was a good one.
It was a
Yeah.
good time. That was a fun show.
Yeah.
Very the stage was like it was very like close to the crowd. I thought that was a blast too.
Yeah.
It's always best when you're like right up on the people, and everyone's like, "Oh my god," and we were also like, "Oh my god," you know.
You're right there, and I'm right here. Oh my gosh, you're there.
Oh my god, we're all here.
How crazy.
And you paid for this seat. So
Yeah.
Paid to see us.
Where's
This
the
doesn't
ball?
make any sense. Why would you pay to see us?
and you guys are now on tour, like you said earlier, or going to be on tour, right?
Yeah, we were on tour a bit in the Carolinas for a couple weeks ago, and now we've got a bunch of scattered shows across New England. We got New York, Boston. We're playing in my hometown of Stamford again, and we're booking stuff all the time. So we're trying to get down to like Philly, DC would be sweet. All over. I know we're talking about a mini little New England kind of tour up to like colleges in Vermont and New Hampshire and Maine and stuff like that. So we're booking stuff all the time. We're staying mobile, agile, hostile, as they say.
Hopefully with this new song that's out now and the soon to come EP, which might be this year.
August 5th.
August
That's our
5th.
date
Oh my
right
gosh,
now.
there's actually a
So-
date. Ooh, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no delays. We'll see. You never know with this rock and roll thing. Everybody's always late to everything.
And so with that all said and done, where can we be able to find you?
All over. We got Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube, what else? Guys, help me out. Twitter,
Amazon
we're on Twitter
Music.
too, I think. Boom.
LimeWire,
Boom.
the soundtrack to
Tidal?
Top 3,
Boom. Boom.
Napster.
Boom.
GTA 5.
Boom. Boom.
Soon
boom.
enough.
Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 3. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and it's easy. All the handles are all Kids That Fly because no one's thought of the name before us, which is sweet. We don't
That's
have to
the
do
one
like
plus about the
official
name.
or band at the end or 278 or whatever our favorite numbers are at the end of the email address.